It's going by too fast. On to the cocktail video. We read the title. Today we're going to do the same thing we did a couple weeks ago, but it's going to be sort of my own concoction based on the traditional Spanish Carajillo. So here are the ingredients that you're gonna need. Unlike the Carajillo from last week, we are going to use a shaker. We're going to shake it, and not only that, we're also going to be using milk. But cream is preferred. Unfortunately, I don't have any access to full cream, so milk is good. Anything that's creamier, that gives it like a texture and sort of a nice creaminess, is better. But full cream milk, you can't go wrong with that as well if you don't have any cream. And I'm going to add sugar syrup. So, firstly, I bought Starbucks again because I don't have an espresso machine. Again, because it's not it's hot outside. I don't want anything to be hot. So I cooled it up a little bit. Today's ratio we're going to use is 2 of these guys. I measured it out to approximately 25 ml. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the brandy first. Brandy. 2. 1. 2. And then, give it a sec. And then we add 2 more jiggers or 50 ml of the espresso, which I chilled because I don't want anything to be too hot. So that's 50 ml or 1.5 ounces. So that's 1. And 2. Okay, that's important. Now, we're going to mix it based on, hold on, we gotta keep it. Now the interesting part, we're going to add some sweetener, but sugar syrup is very concentrated, so it's very, very sweet. So instead of doing a full 2 jiggers or 50 ml, I'm only gonna do 1 because it's actually quite sweet. Of course, if it's not sweet enough for you and you have a sweet tooth, you can add more if you want, but this is my approximation. In my approximation, there should be enough. So I put it here. Now, if you're using the same measuring device, I think that it would be nice to have the sugar syrup go first because you can see it's kind of thick and it'll stick to the jigger. So pro tip, you can add the milk last. So that what's going to happen is that your milk is going to wash out the syrup that's stuck. That's stuck inside your jigger. It's going to rinse it out for you while you're pouring. So now the milk is the last thing we add on. We will do 50 ml, so that's 2 of these. See, look, it's rinsing out all the stuff that's like the residual stuff that's in the lid. And there you go. Now what you want to do is you want to add some ice. So now we're going to add some ice. A couple cubes would be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. We cover it, and then we shake. Shake weight. Shake weight. Again, now you know exactly what you're doing here is that you're cooling everything with the ice. You'll know how cold it is when the shaker gets cold. Ideally, you want to shake it for about 30 seconds. I think that's about right. Now we pour. Here we have a nice little glass, and we have our shaker right now. Just open it up. It's a little stuck. Okay. It has these little holes in it, so it strains out the big solids. But in order to make sure that you get all liquid, you have to use a strainer. I also put some ice on my glass, so it'll be extra cool. But then you pour it over the strainer into your glass. So you have a nice little frothy milkshake type of thing. And there you go. A nice little espresso, brandy espresso cocktail. Cheers. Wow. This is really, really good. The Fundador brandy gives it a lot of sort of vanilla and nutty flavor to it. The full cream milk and the sugar syrup gives it its creaminess and its sweetness. And espresso, because it's very concentrated, gives it that really strong coffee taste that's so good. It's a... Now, remember, I made this up. It's inspired by the classical Carajillo, but I made this up. So, when it comes to choosing a brandy as your liquor base, this is not negotiable. Fundador Solera. Cheers, guys. Enjoy.